Dear Father, in Yeshua's name, Father, be blessed by my family, our associates, enemies, and strangers, with strength and the power to defeat Satan, to overcome global obstacles, and place our power to defeat our enemies. Please set us all physical days and space deception. Dear Father, in Yeshua's name, Father, let your Holy Spirit fill this life, and let your will be done, Father. We cancel the plans of the enemy, Father, cast every demon, devil, evil spirit from us, Father, we cut Satan off of this land. In Yeshua's name, I pray, Lord. Hallelujah. Okay, today our Father's talking about above the madness. Excuse me, y'all. First of all, prayer changes things. Don't forget that. What our Father means by above the madness is fallen angels, evil entities, the ones who set up this system, and people are not going to want to see you learn better. They're not going to want to see you make it out. So it causes a conflict when you know what I'm saying, learn the truth. Once you learn better and start doing better, you'll see the hate, the envy, and the jealousy. Also, intimidation. People be intimidated when they know that you know better. You're going to have to face all that when you start learning the truth. When you start, you know what I'm saying, walking in the spirit, living in the truth. You're going to see that vividly, excuse me. And you got to know why that is. You know what I'm saying? People don't want you to be doing better than them, or they don't want you to, you know what I'm saying, not have to deal with what they got to deal with. Which a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, people choose to deal with a lot of things that's no good for them. But I'm just telling you all, man, once you allow God to help you find, you know what I'm saying, what's going to help you prosper, or what's going to better your life, people not going to like to see that. I'm just let you all know that right now. And we have to be aware of that. That's not something that we got to be afraid of, because, like I said before, in several messages, man, I don't fear. Period, point blank. You can't. You're not going to make it nowhere, man. You know what I'm saying? But you have to be aware of what's around you and what's going on. Excuse me. A lot of times, I would just use my senses. I ain't gonna tell you all no lie, man. I can just feel certain things. That's another reason why we gotta work on bettering our spirit. Because your spirit will give you different signals. It will communicate with you. We just gotta listen. We gotta pay attention. So increase your, you know what I'm saying, your spirit by speaking this word into existence, by manifesting this word and bonding with God. Yeah, that's how you increase your faith, increase your spirit, is by, you know what I'm saying, using this word. And you'll be able to feel certain things. You'll know what's going on. A person don't have to tell you nothing. This whole time while I've been walking with God, man, I felt a lot of different things. And a lot of things that people tried to keep hidden. They thought they was slick, man. That's another reason why I walk with God too, because everything that, you know what I'm saying, was done in the dark came to light. You know what I'm saying? People can't hide the truth from you when you know what I'm saying, are really bonding with God, man. And you really using this word to help you understand, to help you pinpoint. You know what I'm saying? The word's going to tell you what's what. God's going to tell you what's what. Listen, you'll get heavy discernment from God and from this word. So people won't be able to lie to you. That's another reason they'll be afraid of you too. Yeah, let it be known right now. I'm glad I'm able to tell my story. That's another reason a lot of people are afraid of me. They're not afraid of me because, well, a lot of people are afraid of me because, you know what I'm saying, of what I've done in my past, me being very violent. But now people are not afraid of me, you know what I'm saying, because they're afraid more of me, you know what I'm saying, now because of me knowing better and knowing the truth. They know they can't manipulate me easily. They know they can't play with me. So people are afraid of that more than, they're afraid of you finding out their secrets and the dirt on them more than they are of you hurting them. Yeah, truth really does hurt, and that hurts more than somebody, you know what I'm saying, hurting you physically. I see that now, man. So that's why a lot of people stay away. They run away because the truth hurts, man. But I'm a straight soldier, though, man. Like, Ignorance is not bliss to me. Ignorance is bliss to people that don't, you know what I'm saying, have self-accountability, don't want to take responsibility. You see what I'm saying? Those are the ones that flee away from the truth. Not the ones that, you know what I'm saying, is trying to do better. Excuse me, y'all. Allergies been kicking in. Okay. I'm going to read, this is Psalm 25, verse 1 through 9, and listen to what it says. It says, "Unto thee, O Lord, do I lift up my soul. O my God, I trust in thee. Let me not be ashamed. Let not my enemies triumph over me. Yea, let none that wait on thee be ashamed. Let them be ashamed which transgress without cause. Show me thy ways, O Lord, teach me thy paths. Lead me in thy truth and teach me, for thou art the God of my salvation. On thee do I wait all the day. Remember, O Lord, thy tender mercies and thy loving kindnesses, for they have been ever of old. Remember not the sins of my youth, nor my transgressions. According to thy mercy, remember thou me for thy goodness' sake, O Lord. Good and upright is the Lord. Therefore will he teach sinners in the way. Hallelujah. The meek will he guide in judgment, and the meek will he teach his way. Hallelujah. I mean, all those who are willing to humble themselves in God's presence, he'll teach, you know what I'm saying, them better than what they have learned already. He'll teach them a better way. That's what he's telling us right now. And devil don't like that neither, because, you know what I'm saying, he wants everybody to get to a point where we don't have a chance to make things right, because that's where he's at. So that's another reason why we face that a lot of times, man. When we try to get things right, you know what I'm saying, it'll seem like everything will start going wrong. Isn't that ironic? You all gotta know why that is, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know who that is that's doing it. That's the fallen angels, evil entities, devil himself, Lucifer. You know what I'm saying? He knows what position he in. So he tries to get us to believe that as well. Like, there's no coming back from whatever it is that we've done wrong. And listen, as far as, you know what I'm saying, we are concerned, Lord knows that a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, we don't be knowing no better. Now, you know what I'm saying, the fallen angels, devil himself, they knew better. And they did what they did anyways. That's another reason why, you know what I'm saying, they facing the wrath and the punishment that they're facing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we do things off impulse. I ain't gonna tell you all no lie. You know what I'm saying? And end up recognizing that we was wrong, you know, going off impulse. That's why you can't do things off impulse, because you make a lot of bad decisions. You do a lot of things wrong when you do things off impulse. You really gotta think about, you know what I'm saying, what you are doing, man, or what you gonna do before you do it. You really gotta, you know what I'm saying, evaluate and, you know what I'm saying, really see if that's actually the right thing to do. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Evil, you know what I'm saying? Fallen angels, man, evil entities wants to get to a point where, you know what I'm saying, there's no turning back, because that's the point that they had got to. They had got that rebellious and stubborn. So that's the point that they want us to get to, where they just know that death and destruction is certain for us. And God ain't allowing that, man. Because, you know what I'm saying, we are his creation, man. He don't want to just destroy all of us. He don't want all of us to get to that point. So that's why he keeps giving us chances to get things right. You know, we push it to a point where we end up losing our lives before we get things right. That's on us. You know what I'm saying? But we got our whole lives, man, however long that may be. You know what I'm saying? To get things right. Try to, you know what I'm saying, find redemption. You know, and that's what life is about to me. I ain't gonna tell you all no lies. So I won't waste my life and my time just doing everything wrong, man, forever. That's a waste of life, man. Don't get wrong, you gotta learn, man. And all I would tell everybody is to take the time out to learn. But I'm telling you all right now, that's what, you know what I'm saying, them fallen angels, evil entities, don't want, man. The system that they created, they don't want you to learn. They don't want you to figure things out, man. They don't want you to know better, because once you know better, you're going to do better. You're going to learn better by counseling with God and being in His Word. I'm telling you all the honest God truth. You'll be above the madness. You'll know what's what. Because there's a lot going on out here to keep everybody lost, distracted, throw it off. Our Father's telling us, I'm telling you, once we learn what's what, and you all have learned about a lot of different things already. You know what I'm saying? Maybe by observing, and a lot of times by being, you know what I'm saying, in a situation. You all have learned what's what. We really got to learn about the spiritual warfare, because it's very important. And it's happening on a daily. I'm telling you all that, man, from my experience. Spiritual warfare is happening on a daily. You got to know what's going on. You can't be in the dark, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to really have problems. You're not going to know what you're dealing with, what you're running into, what's going on. It's literally being in the dark for real. You know what I'm saying? You want to know what's going on, huh? So you can do something about it and not just complain about it. Yeah, a lot of times when you see people just complaining about what's going on, they're in the dark, man, and they can't do nothing about, you know what I'm saying, what's going on until they step into the light. Ignorance is bliss for a lot of people. They don't want to see, they don't want to know, because they feel like they can't do something about what's going on. It says in the Bible, man, the Word, I have given you the power to tread on serpents and scorpions. We got the power to do something about what's going on in our lives. You know what I'm saying? Instead of sitting back waiting on somebody else to better our lives, to change our lives. Like, what is somebody else gaining out of that? You know what I'm saying? We supposed to make the necessary efforts, take the initiative, you know what I'm saying, to make the necessary changes so our life can be better. You know what I'm saying? Nobody else is going to do that for you. They're not gaining from that unless they really are your loved ones and they really love you, man. They're really there for you. But that's very few. That's very few, man. And people be having their own lives to live. They got their own things to take care of, man. So we can't expect them to always, you know what I'm saying, go out on a limb like that for us. So that means we got to step up and, you know what I'm saying, give the effort. You know what I'm saying, to do things different so we can see change. Period, point blank. That's all I want to tell everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? You sit back waiting on somebody to change things for you, and you're never going to see change, man. I'm telling you right now. Don't sit back and wait on nothing, man. We got everything that we need right now. And listen, man, we are literal soldiers in the army of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? The chosen, man. We need to step up and do what we got to do. Period, point blank. And listen, consistency is key, man. Once you are consistent and disciplined enough, you'll see change. Period, point blank. I'm telling you all that right now. That's not easy to grow into, but it's worth learning and growing into. Once you have enough consistency and discipline, I guarantee you, you will see change in life. Mark my words. Because I've seen it, man. Things have changed for me. I've changed because of God, man. Because of His Word. And I'm truly grateful. Lord knows, man, because I never would have gotten the chance to, you know what I'm saying, become better and see real change without God. That's why I keep trying to encourage everybody. Don't lose faith, man. Don't lose hope. Don't give up. Period, point blank. You know what I'm saying? Call out to God and work with Him. Humble yourself enough, you know what I'm saying, to be in His presence and allow Him to work on you and help you and give you guidance and help. You'll be straight. I'm telling you all that right now. So, hope you all take heed of that. Hope you all get peace another day. Hope y'all laugh and smile and put it on properly in Yeshua's name. God bless.